Alright, let's talk about the most played Nintendo Switch games of 2025. Some are new, some are older hits that just won't quit, but these are the games everyone kept going back to. We're talking millions of players, constant online activity, and ridiculous playtime numbers. No fluff, no filler, just the stuff that actually stuck. So let's not waste any more time. Here are the games that ruled 2025. This game didn't just meet expectations, it rewrote them. It takes the open-world freedom of Breath of the Wild and then goes full galaxy brain with it. You're not just climbing mountains and paragliding anymore, you're building tanks, flying machines, bridges made of doors, whatever your brain can dream up. The new abilities like Ultra Hand and Fuse completely change the way people approach exploration and combat. And that's exactly why it blew up. It became this viral playground for creativity. Social media was flooded with people showing off wild contraptions and crazy tricks. Add in a deeper story and a world 3 layers deep, and it's no surprise millions jumped in. This wasn't just a sequel, it was a phenomenon, and people couldn't get enough. Nintendo went wild with this one, and players absolutely loved it. It takes the classic 2D Mario formula we all know and twists it into something totally fresh. The wonder effects? Yeah, they flip entire levels upside down, literally. Pipes start moving, enemies start singing, your character turns into a blob. It's chaos, but in the best way. The game constantly surprises you, and that's a big reason why it became one of the most played Switch titles. It's also super easy to jump into, whether you're playing solo or in co-op with friends or family. That pick up and play magic is still unbeatable, and with all the creativity packed into every stage, players just kept coming back. It's the kind of Mario game that reminds you why the series is legendary. There's a reason this game just won't slow down. It's still the king of couch multiplayer. Even years after its release, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe remains one of the most played games on Switch, and it's easy to see why. The controls are tight, the tracks are creative, and it's pure chaotic fun whether you're a veteran or picking it up for the first time. Nintendo's Booster Course Pass kept it alive with fresh content, dropping dozens of new and classic tracks that pulled players right back in. It's also the go-to party game. Families, streamers, competitive racers, everyone's still here drifting through Rainbow Road like it's 2017. It might not be new, but it's still the gold standard for arcade racing on Switch. Despite the technical messiness, people showed up in huge numbers for this one and kept playing. Why? Because it finally gave players what they'd been asking for, an open-world Pokémon game where you can explore freely, tackle gyms in any order, and actually feel like you're on an adventure. It's got co-op, it's got wild new forms like Paradox Pokémon, and the freedom to go wherever you want. The school setting also added a surprisingly charming layer, making it feel like more than just the usual gym badge hunt. Performance issues aside, the core gameplay hit a sweet spot between nostalgia and evolution. Players jumped in by the millions because, broken or not, it's still Pokémon, and this one let them play their way. This game is still a juggernaut. Years later, people just won't stop playing it. And honestly, why would they? It's got the biggest roster in fighting game history, with characters from Nintendo, Sega, Square Enix, Capcom, even freaking Minecraft. It's the ultimate crossover fantasy, and that alone keeps players coming back. But beyond the fan service, the gameplay is tight, responsive, and incredibly deep if you want it to be. Online matches, tournaments, couch battles with friends, it covers it all. And with balance patches and DLC fighters dropping over time, the meta kept shifting, which kept the community active. Whether you're a casual button masher or a hardcore competitor, Smash offers something for everyone, and that's why it's still dominating playtime charts on Switch. This one became more than just a game. It was a cultural moment. When it dropped, everyone jumped in to build their island getaway, and many never really stopped. The slow-paced, no-stress gameplay was exactly what people needed, and it created this daily rhythm that kept players hooked for months, even years. Decorating homes, visiting friends' islands, collecting seasonal items, it's relaxing, personal, and endlessly satisfying. Social media was flooded with island tours, custom designs, and turnip market strategies. It became a community-driven experience in the most wholesome way. Even without constant updates now, it still pulls in tons of players who just want to escape and unwind. And honestly, no other game scratches that same cozy itch. This version is the one that finally delivered on the game's original promise, especially for Switch players who never thought they'd see Night City running on a handheld. The Ultimate Edition launched with all the updates, bug fixes, and the Phantom Liberty expansion baked in, offering a complete, polished experience. It's a massive open-world RPG with deep storylines, wild customization, and a neon-drenched vibe that's hard to forget. But what really made it popular this time around was the redemption arc. It went from meme to must-play. People were curious, and what they found was a game that's finally worth the hype. Add in the ability to take it anywhere, and it became a surprise hit on Switch. Turns out, Cyberpunk just needed time, and now everyone's playing it. Even after all these years, and even with its sequel out, this game is still one of the most played on Switch. And it makes sense. Breath of the Wild redefined open-world design with its freedom, physics-driven gameplay, and quiet, lonely beauty. There's no checklist telling you where to go. You just wake up, walk out, and get lost in the wild. Players keep returning because no two adventures feel the same. Climb a mountain, ride a horse into a thunderstorm, glide off a tower straight into trouble, it's all up to you. And yeah, the sandbox mechanics? Still unmatched. People are still discovering tricks, skips, and weird little details today. This isn't just one of the best Switch games, it's one of the most replayable games ever made. This one marks the big return of 3D Donkey Kong, and it's wild in all the right ways. It's the first major 3D DK game since Donkey Kong 64, and this time it goes full chaos. You're smashing through destructible environments, transforming into animals like zebras and ostriches, and teaming up with a younger version of Pauline who literally sings to reveal secrets or stun enemies. Yeah, it's that kind of weird, and people are loving it. The game blends platforming, light RPG elements, and co-op mechanics in a way that just works. It's fast, colorful, packed with creative moments, and makes full use of the new Switch 2 hardware. Players jumped in because it feels fresh, nostalgic, and totally unpredictable. Basically everything you want from a Donkey Kong comeback. This one brought back the chaos in a big way. Mario Party Jamboree is packed with over 110 minigames, the most in the series, and 5 brand new boards that go all in on unpredictable, over-the-top action. You've got weather effects, shifting paths, and some of the fastest-paced minigames we've seen. It's perfect for group play, whether you're online or on the couch with friends. What really helped this one take off was its balance of old-school energy with modern polish. It feels like a celebration of everything people loved about classic Mario Party, just turned up to 11. It became a go-to party game on Switch again, and yeah, people are still losing friendships over bonus stars. This was a huge leap forward for the series, and people jumped on it instantly. As a Switch 2 launch title, it brought something fans had been dreaming of, an open, connected Mario Kart world. You're not just picking tracks anymore, you're driving between them. From mushroom plains to neon cities to erupting volcanoes, the whole world feels alive. Free roam mode lets you explore, find secrets, and mess around with friends, while Knockout Tour turns up the heat with 24-player chaos. New mechanics like rail grinding and wall riding give races more depth and flash than ever before. And with over 200 tracks, remixed music that reacts to gameplay, and stunning visuals, it quickly became the most played racer on Switch 2. It's fast, creative, and pure fun, exactly what Mario Kart needed to evolve. Fans had been begging for this one, and Nintendo finally delivered. Xenoblade Chronicles X gets the full definitive treatment, bringing its massive alien open world to Switch with updated visuals, smoother UI, and modernized controls. The sheer scale of Mira is still jaw-dropping. You're exploring vast plains, towering cliffs, and bizarre wildlife-filled zones, all with the promise of eventually piloting a giant mech. And that's a huge reason people came back: the scales. Once you unlock flight, the game completely transforms. Combat is deep, class-based, and rewards experimentation, while the sense of discovery just never fades. For many players, this was their first time experiencing X, and the definitive edition made it more accessible than ever. It's one of the most ambitious RPGs on the system, and it finally got the spotlight it deserved. This one brought back a fan favorite in the best possible way. Donkey Kong Country Returns was already a beloved 2D platformer on the Wii, but the HD version gave it a second life on Switch, now running smoother, looking sharper, and feeling just right. The level design still holds up with its clever barrel sequences, dynamic backgrounds, and hidden secrets tucked into every corner. But what really made people come back was the challenge. This isn't a casual stroll. Timing your jumps, dodging hazards, and surviving minecart chaos still takes real skill. Add in co-op play and portable mode, and it became a go-to game for both longtime fans and new players looking for a tight, rewarding platformer. It's tough, it's fun, and yeah, it's classic DK energy all the way. This one still has its grip on strategy fans years after release. Three Houses shook up the Fire Emblem formula by blending tactical battles with life sim elements, and players couldn't get enough. You're not just commanding units, you're teaching students, forming bonds, and shaping futures at Garreg Monastery. The choice of house changes the story dramatically, and that replayability is a big reason it keeps getting played. Each path reveals new characters, twists, and emotional gut punches that hit harder than expected. The combat remains deep and satisfying, with layered mechanics and tough choices that actually matter. And let's be honest, people got attached to these characters, really attached. For many, it wasn't just a game, it was a full-blown obsession, and that's why it's still one of the most played strategy games on Switch.
Too easy.
This one surprised a lot of people, in the best way. Metroid Dread brought classic 2D Metroid back, but made it fast, fluid, and seriously intense. The movement is slick, the combat is punchy, and those EMMI chase sequences, pure anxiety. It's the kind of game that keeps you on edge but makes every close escape feel like a win. The exploration loop is tight too, unlocking new areas, revisiting old ones with fresh abilities. It just never gets old. And yeah, it looks incredible for a side-scroller. Sharp, stylish, and full of detail. Players kept coming back for the challenge, the speedruns, the secrets, and honestly, because it just feels good to play. It's one of the most replayable and respected action games on the Switch. And that's the list. Those are the games that took over the Switch in 2025, whether through sheer quality, non-stop updates, or just being insanely fun to play. If you're still hooked on any of these, you're definitely not alone. Let us know what your most played Switch game was this year, and if we missed any big ones, drop them in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, maybe consider hitting like and subscribing. We've got more on the way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.